It is interesting how people call me clickbaiter when I put this menu screen on the thumbnail. Yeah, I know I might have done a few of those in the past, but this is not one of them. Clickbait would be, in my opinion, if I would put this menu screen on thumbnail and say you can play Counter-Strike on your PSP, which you can, but it is not proper Counter-Strike. It is just a fun recreation. On the other hand, PS Vita has received direct port in form of Xash3D, which is basically an open source re-implementation of Gold Source engine, which is used by games like Half-Life and Counter-Strike. Similarly, like there is Fallout Community Edition, but it is a Fallout. This is Xash3D, but it is a Half-Life and Counter-Strike. And it is very playable on your PS Vita. What's more, you can play it even multiplayer, or make a big LAN party like back in the day, but instead of PC, you're gonna have all PS Vitas in your hands. So, today we're looking at installation and everything you need to know about playing Counter-Strike and Half-Life on your PS Vita in 2024. If you feel I haven't been thorough enough, make sure to add your knowledge down below. Let's start with the installation. All you need are three things: VPK, game files, and dedication. I mean PC or phone to transfer the files over to your Vita. Step 1. Download and install Xash3D VPK. Now be aware there is also the new version of Xash3D, FWGS, but you are looking for the old version. Last it was updated at 2018. Cause with that one you can play also Counter-Strike. With the new one it is not possible. So install all VPK, GitHub link is in the description. Then you need game files of Counter-Strike, or if you wanna play also Half-Life, Opposing Forces or Blue Shift, you need those as well. So legally obtain your game files, connect your Vita to PC via cable or to your phone via FTP, and transfer the game files inside UX0 data/Xash3D folder. My Xash3D folder looks like this, and my C-Strike folder looks like this. And that's basically it. You don't need any fancy plugins, but I would definitely recommend to overclock your Vita for best experience, cause that's what you want, right? Now, just launch the bubble, choose the Counter-Strike in the launcher, and enjoy. Ideally against bots. To do so, you go to multiplayer, LAN games, create game, pick a map, there are all the best ones available. You wanna use your fingers for all the clicking, cause it is the fastest way. You pick a map and click OK, wait a minute for it to load, then again with your fingers you choose terrorist or counter-terrorist, and then you can add bots via this menu at the top of the screen. But before you're gonna do it, you might wanna press start and then go to configuration, game options, and here you can set FPS limit to whatever you want. 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. You can experiment what suits you best, but even with overclock the frame rate is not gonna be stable, it's still gonna be dropping. Then go back, go to video and video modes. Here you can lower resolution. That can help you with better and more stable frame rate. Try to go down to 720 by 408 or even lower. From my experiments it helps, but not much, only tiny bit. Then you can go to touch and touch buttons. And here you can customize the layout of your touch buttons. The buttons that are on the top on the screen when you are playing. The bots, scores, buy, etc. Then you can also customize controls, sensitivity, axis. There are a lot of different toggles you can play with. Just go through them all, go through all of the menu. There is also auto aim and things like that. There is a lot of it. Also guys, make sure to like and subscribe if you are enjoying these videos. It means a lot. Okay, so now we are back in a game. In the bot menu you can control other things like weapons, weapon mode, difficulty, chatter, bots join after player and things like that. Even at easiest difficulty, bots are still quite lucky and you get still a lot of headshots. So you might wanna give them just pistols or knives if you feel you are not strong enough. Overall the controls are pretty good. I was using default settings and I was also using touchscreen for precise aiming. It helps a lot. Left joystick for strafe and right joystick to look around. But when it get to action I usually swapped to touchscreen. It felt nice. But it is further away from action buttons, so jumping and aiming at the same time is not really possible. Now to the multiplayer. Yes, it works, but, big but, only few servers work. For few, you're gonna be able to join like myself, but it's not gonna take long until they're gonna ban you or kick you out. They do this to players that are not using iOS or Android. For majority of servers, you will just press join and it will send you back to menu. Nothing we can do about it, just play with bots or via LAN with your friends in the next room. As you can see, I was able to create a LAN game with one Vita and connect to it with my second one. I was trying to do the same thing with online multiplayer, just to create server and join, but I couldn't find it, I couldn't see it with my second Vita, so I couldn't join. Either way, I have heard that there are a lot of cheaters and a lot of people plays with mouse and keyboard, so you will have a big disadvantage and not sure how your experience would be. Your best bet is to play against bots. Or, if you really want to play multiplayer, there is also the Half-Life Opposing Forces multiplayer server running. I found out about it in the Facebook group of Vita Gamers Latin America. I think they maintain it. It works pretty good. My internet wasn't really keeping up, so the latency was quite high, but I was able to connect on this server with both of my Vitas and play at the same time. This is more like a deathmatch experience, no bomb defusing or anything like that. Map is changing every 30 minutes, but there is a lot of cool weapons scattered around that you can find and use. When I was trying it out, there was nobody online, so ideally you wanna tell your friends first to go there and just then you can go and have some fun. So in the end, is the Counter-Strike worth installing and playing on your PS Vita in 2024? In my humble opinion, of course it is. I was playing it for way longer than I initially anticipated while creating this video. It is still a loads of fun in spite of imperfect frame rate and here and there some graphical glitches. Sometimes it was a bit better, sometimes a bit worse. Overall, it was positive experience. It is definitely worth to install it on your Vita, the size is not as big, and you can also play Half-Life and its expansions. Thanks to you for watching, thanks to members and Patreons for support, peace out! Щит wyjebali. Tam masz szczyt. Shield you.